Hello and welcome back to True Crime Guys podcast. I'm your host, Michael, and you bet your ass Andy's here.
Bet your ass I'm here, Michael.
That's right.
I'm your sugar daddy, man. I show
right.
up when I'm wanted.
How can we have the sugar daddy trap without the sugar daddy here?
Right? I fell right
trapped
into
you
it.
into recording this.
Oh, God damn it. This honey pot was too sweet.
You bastard. But guys, thanks for joining us today for another True Crime Guys episode. I gotta let you know you can catch these episodes early and ad-free on Patreon though. Patreon.com/TrueCrimeGuys. For just $3 a month, you can hear these episodes, like I said, usually a couple days early. No, none of those ads. No ads. Get out of here. And plus, we got some bonus content. I think me and Andy, what did we do? We shot the shit for about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, you got to catch up on some of our personal lives and opinions on things.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Andy had me cracking up as per usual. But again, that's patreon.com/TrueCrimeGuys. But today, we got a crazy case. I found a documentary entitled Sugar Daddy Trap. And I was like, that's just hilarious.
Right?
I got to steal that name. But it's about Kelsey Turner. Kelsey Turner was a 25-year-old single mother when she met renowned child psychologist Dr. Thomas Burchard. You may have heard that name before. When I did, I was like, God, that sounds familiar.
Right?
Right? Because I didn't know he was a psychiatrist when I first looked into it. You know, on the wiki, it just says, you know, she killed Thomas Burchard. I'm like, who is that? And I'm like, holy crap, it is the psychiatrist. But it wasn't long before he started giving her money for rent, insurance, and other bills. Well, at least until she started to take advantage of him. And then when Dr. Burchard told her that he was cutting her off, she lost her cool and incited her roommates to help her take revenge in one of the craziest acts of revenge I think I've ever heard. Almost Casey Anthony style.
Very similar.
Oh no, not Casey Anthony. Jodi Arias. I was
about to say very similar to Jodi Arias. But yeah, this is what will someone really do to maintain the illusion of success and luxury and that influencer lifestyle?
I think it's all that fake blonde hair dye.
What?
Let's roll it.
Wow.
So who drove the car? Who drove the car? Who drove that car? It was Kelsey's car. Did she drive it?
No. I don't know. I don't know who drove it.
Did you drive it?
No.
And how did he end up dead?
I don't know.
So what do you want us to know about what happened? You were there, right?
I don't really have anything for you to really know about what happened because I don't know what happened like that. I don't have that information for you right now.
So you've pled guilty, but she hasn't. There has been a trial date set today. What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. Hopefully she can go home.
So what if she's acquitted? What if she gets off? How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel like you took the fall for her?
No, I won't.
So
I'll be at least somebody got something decent. I hope she goes home so she can go be with the kids. You know what I'm saying? She's got 2 other kids too, so she deserves to be around them. They deserve to have her in their life. So.
Did they ask that you testify against Kelsey?
No.
Will you testify against Kelsey?
No.
You won't testify against Kelsey?
She wasn't involved. She had nothing to do with this.
So Diana Pena testified at the grand jury hearing that she, meaning Kelsey, was urging you to knock him out and calling you a B for not doing it or for doing it. So is that true?
I'm not allowed to talk about none of that stuff, right? Like I said, not certain stuff that corroborates directly into the case and what's going on with that stuff. I can't talk about those questions until after I get sentenced.
So why did you plead guilty, John?
Well, this is just taking too long to get done, and trial and everything is just keeps on getting pushed back. So I pretty much just wanted to. I don't want to sit here no more. I don't want to sit here locked up like this. I'd rather just get this over with. People, just tired of being locked up like 23 hours a day and 1 hour out. Like this, I've been like this the entire time I've been locked up. I've never been locked up like this.
All right, so let's start with a little background on Dr. Burchard. Dr. Thomas Burchard and his fiancée, Judy Earp, met in 2002. They settled in Salinas, California, but often traveled back and forth to Las Vegas for medical conferences and things like that. In 2019, the 71-year-old was still seeing patients. He was planning for retirement, but he was also dealing with early stages of dementia, and I think that's very important for this case. Mm-hmm. You really have to keep that in mind through all of this. One of the biggest questions is, how can a man so smart fall for that? Well, first off, we see this scenario quite often.
Yeah.
All right, so aside from the obvious, he also had dementia, okay? But at this time, Burchard loved his job. And he loved kids. He'd perform magic tricks for them. He was a member of the Los Angeles Magic Castle, Andy. I'm sure you're familiar. It's an exclusive club of pro-level illusionists.
Even if I was familiar, Michael, I couldn't tell you about it.
That's very true. That's very true. But he also went to magic conferences with his fiancée, Earp, at least twice a year. He's very big into magic.
Yeah, these two have some weird dynamics in their relationship. Let's just go ahead and get that out there.
Yeah. That's an understatement. His patients made a perfect audience, though, for his magic tricks. He'd make handkerchiefs disappear. He turned $1 bills into $100 bills. Man, I wish he'd do that for me, bro.
I feel like
let me see that again, bro.
See, I feel like it's the opposite. He's a psychiatrist. He turns my $100 bills into fucking $1,000 bills from the insurance deductible.
Exactly. But no, sometimes if the kids could name the person on the bill, he'd give it to them. But, this could get a little expensive.
Yeah, that's a fucking really expensive habit that you start picking up, and your patients start getting wind of that. Oh, right? Jesus Christ.
Do none of these kids know George Washington? God damn it.
All these kids are like, no, try another one. I don't know him. Try another one.
Right? Oh, that's Benjamin Franklin. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, apparently he spent very little money on himself, though, according to his girlfriend, but spent very lavishly on others. That's an understatement. He was kind of like a Dr. Santa Claus, if you will.
I mean, he didn't spend a lot on himself, but at the same time, you fucking see where he lives, too. It's like this man lives in like the most expensive neighborhood area of California, and you're like, I mean, you don't buy a lot of knickknacks for yourself, but Jesus, look at your fucking man.
Right, yeah. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. But his fiancée says he was extremely generous. If he saw someone in need, he would literally give them the shirt off his back. And she believes that his generosity is what ultimately killed him.
Yeah. You can't give away that many shirts if you don't buy that much stuff for yourself. Right. You only have so many shirts.
I think he had plenty of shirts to give away. But Burchard also liked to help sad women in particular, like single mothers that are on the verge of homelessness, drug addicts, prostitutes. Purportedly, he just wanted to help them turn their lives around, Andy. He's just a good Samaritan. I know where your mind's going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So don't even, Andy. I feel the glare.
Yeah. I like I said, I love one of the investigators. I think she was an investigator. Maybe she was just a journalist in the documentary who was just like, when all of the people you seem to really want to donate to are young, attractive women in need. Mm-hmm. I mean, there may just be a thing. I don't know what
you can't make anything of that,
that
right?
might just be a thing you like to do.
Yeah, that's fine. But again, we have to reiterate the fact of he was showing early signs of dementia. He would get lost in parking lots at this time, even parking lots that he used regularly up until this point. And he once saw his fiance's daughter, Earp's daughter, out in a supermarket and did not recognize her. Yeah, and y'all been together for quite a while now.
Yeah,
well over 10 years.
Yeah, that's at this point. There's other excuses not to talk to your in-laws in the supermarket.
Right. Yeah, and then another instance, she said he forgot how to use the TV remote.
I also feel like that's just he's 71 years old. That just kind of seems like angry boomer behavior right
TV
there.
TV remotes have evolved a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, let's not get it twisted.
Absolutely. Now you have to have
first
like
off, who has a TV remote?
Right. Like I live with my mother-in-law. She's in her 80s. She has thrown a TV remote multiple times.
She's got one of the ones with the big buttons.
No, she's just a fucking Roku remote. Just
just the good old Roku, huh?
I don't understand it. Bam.
It's got like 6 buttons on it.
I know.
Take your time.
So I'm like, you can chalk that up to dementia or just boomer behavior sometimes. It's just a thing.
We'll see. But when they went to a psychology conference, Earp worried about him wandering off in the crowds. And to top it all off, Burchard was already exceedingly trusting. Earp says he usually carried at least $1,000 cash in his wallet, along with a little black book in which he'd written down all his account passwords. So he don't forget. That's just responsible, Andy.
That I carry with me everywhere.
Everywhere I go.
Here's my social security card that I have laminated in the back as well.
Here's all my passwords. Here's my phone. Why?
Do you need a photocopy of my birth certificate? I also happen to have that here in a fanny pack.
So yeah, Andy, you can see how he would be ripe for the picking.
Right.
You know, especially for a woman like Kelsey Turner.
Mm-hmm. In she comes.
Yes. Kelsey, at least on social media, was a 25-year-old party girl. She moved to California from Arkansas. She was a bottle blonde, an aspiring model, and she took a lot of heavily filtered selfies. There you go. That's Kelsey Turner in a nutshell.
What was I think her social media handle was like literally Bad Barbie.
I think it was Bad Barbie.
No, not to be confused.
Before Bad Barbie.
Not to be confused with Bad Bobby. Or
not to be confused with Cash You Outside.
With that Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah,
like, no,
exactly.
This was the Bad Barbie.
Exactly. She was before her, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
I'm not sure.
I think so. This was like 2000.
No, wait. This is 2019.
2018 when she's Bad Barbie. I think this is Barbie, hard R's.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I guess we'll let it slide. But yeah, on her Instagram account, she would pose in bikinis and lingerie, and she would post updates about her boob job and nightclub events and, things, very important things like that, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
She also had a tattoo of a gun tucked into a garter belt on her thigh.
Fucking classy.
Yeah, real classy. Her modeling shots appeared on the websites of Playboy Italia and Maxim, right beside interviews where she described herself as impulsive and a Russian-American blonde just trying to change the world.
Right. That's just trying to change the world.
Yeah, just
one happy customer at a time.
Nothing big, just trying to change the world. I love thrills and fun, she told Playboy. I'm living my life fully aware that it's the only one I have.
That sounds more like a fucking ransom or like a hostage tape. I am fully aware of the life that I'm living, and I'm...
Right, it's all about context.
Did Hugh
write? It's all about the delivery.
Did Hugh Hefner write that for you? Say it to the camera, lady.
Say it. You want to be on the centerfold, huh? But Earp first became aware of Kelsey Turner sometime in 2017, and like we said, her and Burchard had a different relationship. But she says, though she didn't know how or when Burchard had actually met her, but we can only speculate. But divorce filings from Burchard's first marriage indicated that he had a history of meeting women online, like Andy referenced earlier, some with suggestive screen names, and almost always ended with him sending them money.
Yeah.
Almost always. And some of them he met in person, Andy. Can you believe that?
Really? Shocking.
But of course, at the time, he always denied these relationships were romantic or sexual. They were just strictly platonic.
Like I said, like with that fucking lady was just like, listen, man, when all of your charitable donations seem to fit a certain mold, like
right.
Almost as if they were a Pornhub category in and of themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, man, you do you. We're not here to kink shame, but
right. But Earp believed him, and unlike Burchard's ex-wife, she tolerated his unusual form of charity. Is what we'll call it, Andy.
Like I said, you saw where he lived, and whatever, man. She got to live that life with him.
That's true.
It's a fucking nice house.
Mm-hmm. But to be fair, none of these other women consumed Burchard's attention or money quite like Kelsey Turner did.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Fucking gold digger, like for real.
Yes. So pretty early on in the relationship, Kelsey told Burchard that she had 2 small children, she had nowhere to live, and she couldn't qualify for a lease on a house. So Burchard offered to sign one for her, then ended up paying rent for her entirely. Then he signed a loan for a BMW convertible and made the payments on that too. I get it, right? You just want to help out a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
So you buy her a BMW convertible?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not a nice Honda Odyssey?
No, fuck. I mean,
not a Tahoe?
Listen, as we all learned from Deadpool, the Honda Odyssey fucks. So don't trash that.
I'm not.
But
I'm saying that's what that's a nice car.
She should have.
That's a nice car.
Yes.
That would have really helped you with your children in your situation, bad Barbie.
Yes, and to clarify, remember, she does have 2 small children, but only one of them lives with her.
That's true.
The other child, like I think the younger one, does not live with her. Like she doesn't have custody of that one. And so she has one, and she's telling him that like she's going through a divorce.
Yeah, she doesn't. You're right. She doesn't need a van. Get her a nice Nissan Altima. That's all she deserves.
She needs something with some. Get her a Jetta.
Not even a Maxima. Get her an Altima.
No, a Maxima's considered a sports car. I made that mistake one time.
4-door sports car. How dare you?
Goddamn insurance went through the roof.
That's right.
But fucking beige too. Fuck you. But
like I'm squilling tires on this bitch.
No, had a car seat like everybody else. But no, it's like she has 2 children. One doesn't live with her. One does. She only has the custody of the one. She's telling him she's going through a divorce, but her husband is abusive, but she can't leave him because he has control of all of her finances.
Right.
But then I think Earp says multiple times, Judy's like, her story was always that all of her money, all of her bank accounts were locked up because of something she didn't do. And it's like, even like when she says it, she just kind of says it with like a grin on her face, like cocks her head, like something she didn't do.
Yep.
Huh. How convenient.
Right. Exactly. It was never her fault.
No.
It was never her fault. And Kelsey Turner, she denied that their relationship was ever sexual. As her lawyer, Brian J. Smith, later said in court, he said, it was more of a case of the doctor having a huge crush on her. Let's put it that way. End quote.
Okay. Yeah, so, definitely not victim blaming there. Okay.
Yeah, really. But after months of financial support, Burchard tried to cut Turner off. Earp naturally cheered him on at this. The 2 women had never met, but they naturally hated each other. Earp called Turner the white trash whore instead of referring to her by name, which is hilarious.
I mean, not to think. I mean, listen, whatever, shoe fit.
Sometimes. And Turner knew that Earp was pressuring Burchard to stop paying her rent. So Kelsey texted Burchard that his girlfriend was on the shit list, and if she got her evicted, she'd kill her.
Mm-hmm. This was also at the same time where like Kelsey starts contacting Judy, like sending her text messages.
Yes.
And she like this because at the time where like the BMW that he got for her, it's in his name, but she doesn't make payments on it. So he goes to have it repoed, and she ditches it somewhere, and then and then she ends up getting the car that will later come back in this case.
Yeah,
she gets this Mercedes. She gets a Mercedes car, and then sends Judy a text message of like a middle finger and the Mercedes.
Yeah,
saying like
she's so petty.
Like this car is better than the BMW, bitch.
Yeah,
it's like better than anything you'll have, and it's like you got a Mercedes at like a used car lot. In
Judy probably drives a G-Wagon. Fuck like, you.
Fucking Judy has a G-Wagon and a Discovery and a fucking
a Porsche 911. Who are you?
Don't even question Judy. The lifestyle she's living, you can't even quit. That's not. Listen, you're wanting rich lifestyle. Judy's living wealth. Okay, do you understand the difference here, Kelsey?
Exactly.
You want to go clubbing? She owns the club.
Yeah, there's a big difference here. But Kelsey didn't want to lose this lifestyle.
No,
that's what she didn't want. That's why she was so pissed. That's why she was trying to make this point. Like, okay, fine, I don't need him, whatever. But apparently she did, because then she started to try to extort Burchard. She made very serious threats against him and warned that she would go to the police with information on him regarding child pornography. Yeah, she went there.
Yeah, and then she brings it up again. She uses that again as like the catalyst later on. She's like, she has no.
That's
real
how she incites
evidence.
her roommates.
Yeah, she has no real things to hold against him.
Absolutely not.
And good Lord, yeah, he has spent. Well, I think we've even mentioned at this point, like he's been in her life for about 3 years at this point.
Yeah,
and he has spent about $300,000 on this woman.
Yes,
in about 3 years.
Overall, it ends up being over $750,000. But yeah,
like he has spent so much money on her, and it's like she has no other real source of income. Like he is her source of income, and like Judy's even saying at this, like she escalates her behavior from reaching out, asking him, begging him for money, and then saying she'll pay it back, which she never did, and then it goes on to like basically just stealing from him.
Yeah.
To where she asked him for a credit card number so she could get an Uber, and then she just used that credit card to make a bunch of purchases for other things.
Yeah, like later on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the last one, I think the one of the funnier ones to me, literally had me laughing, was when apparently Kelsey tried to forge checks for Thomas.
That's right.
And like Judy's laughing. She was like, it was apparently one of the sloppiest just excuses of his last name wasn't even capitalized on the fucking document, and the address was her address in Vegas. Fucking photo. It was so bad.
Yeah. She didn't know what she was doing. That's why she had to resort to the child porn.
Yeah, trying to blackmail him.
Yeah, exactly.
But literally extorting him over something he did not have.
No. The prosecutors found nothing of the sort on Burchard's phone, and they never did.
No, that was and that's like forensic, whatever the investigators who go in, the cyber investigators. Yeah, they combed all of his hard drives. They're like, nothing. Apparently he was actually a really good child psychologist or whatever. Love kids in a good way.
Right, exactly. But because of this, Burchard was too afraid or maybe too embarrassed to go to the police, right? So when Turner decided to move to Las Vegas with her 4-year-old son at the end of 2018, Burchard paid for her to leave town. Soon after leaving, she told him she was sick and couldn't work or afford to care for her son, the one child that she had custody of. So Burchard wanted to help, so he decided to fly to Vegas, telling his fiancée, Earp, that he wanted to see for himself if she was telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Earp begs him not to go. She says, don't go. And what if you go, then don't stay.
Yeah. And like he even tells her, at this point, he is so angry. He tells Judy that like this woman is such a pathological liar. He's like, I do not think anything she has told me over the past like year is true. He's
Probably
like, he's like, because at this point, the place she's living in has gotten like multiple police reports or like police calls already out to this house from the neighbors and stuff.
They've been having crazy parties and stuff.
Like the house that he's gotten for her and her 4-year-old son has completely turned into, he has no idea at this point, but just like a shithole party house. Mm-hmm. And he does not know this yet.
No idea. So he books a flight to Las Vegas on March 1st and planned to return on Monday. March 1st was a Friday. So he just planned to spend the weekend and be back on Monday. But when he didn't, Earp reported him missing. And on March 7th, 2019, a man discovered an abandoned Mercedes-Benz in the Las Vegas desert and called it in. When the police arrived, they found blood, latex gloves, and a baseball bat, as well as a body wrapped in bedding in the trunk, along with a credit card belonging to Thomas Burchard.
And remember, they also find like a weird, like just a very plain towel, but it's like a specific pattern towel.
Yes.
Like one towel in the back seat of the car.
It's like white with blue stripes or blue with white stripes, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and it's just got blood stains all over it. And there's like clearly, and the car also has damage done to it. Like one of the windows is bashed in. Like there's damage to the car. There's blood inside the car. But at first, when the person sees it, they're like, "Oh, this looks like a mob hit or something." Like that's what even the cops are all thinking. They're like, we find a body out in a trunk of a car in a desert in Vegas.
You think the mob would at least lit the car on fire though, right?
Yeah, like as soon as literally all the investigators are like, it's probably some guy with gambling debts. It's probably some guy who fucked over a casino or a loan shark or like literally they're like, let's see who we got today, guys. And then they're always New York. I don't know why that's the accent, but that's our detective accent. And we've agreed on this unspokenly. But like they all get out there and they're like, let's see who this guy is. They open up there and they're like, shit, I recognize that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was not really hidden that well either. It was just 2 miles off the highway, right near Lake Mead National Recreation Area.
Yeah, it's dumped very haphazardly. Not even in a ditch. Not even like it's barely.
No, I think they wanted to. If you see the pictures of the car, which they're all over the internet, but the way it almost looks like it just bottomed out on the edge of that ledge, and they wanted it to go down into the embankment, but it just didn't make it. No, it just bottomed out, and the car's rear wheel drive, and the rear wheels come off the ground. And that was it.
Yeah, it's a fucking Mercedes. It's not. It's a Mercedes, not a G-Wagon out there.
No.
So you're out there and just gravel and sand, and it just
right,
abandoned ship.
Exactly,
just ran.
So an autopsy is performed the next day, and it revealed that Burchard had died from blunt force trauma to the head. There were also bruises, cuts, and scrapes on his face, neck, arms, and upper chest. And part of his ear was missing. The Mercedes, police quickly learned, was linked to Kelsey Turner.
Yeah, because it's not Thomas's car.
So she was actually even this car wasn't actually in her name. She was subleasing this car underneath someone else. So they actually contacted someone else, and that person told them that, no, we're renting that car to Kelsey Turner right now, or leasing it rather.
Yeah, very much as a whoa. I don't even. That's
no.
I need to make some side money for rent this month. I loaned out that car.
Yes. So Earp is notified by police, and she told police that Dr. Burchard had gone to Las Vegas to visit Kelsey Turner. So that just, that concretes that. And he'd been missing for a week. She explained that Burchard and Turner had a complicated and unusual relationship. And by this time, like Andy had mentioned earlier, at that time it was $300,000, but at this time, Burchard had given Turner at least $750,000.
Yeah,
probably closer to $1 million. Because this is just the money that Judy Earp knew about.
Yeah, and that's the money and you're also having to add up not just money he has directly given her to use, but you're also having to think about the rent payments he's making here, or the payments he's making on this, or the payments he's making on this credit card that she's ran up.
Exactly.
And it's the money that she's stolen from him, and it all adds up to just, like I said, almost $1 million fucking dollars. She has insane. Just tried to bleed this. I mean, clearly he has more, but it's not the point.
and she would pull out anything. She would pull out, oh, my son needs this medicine, or our power is going to get cut off. Or it was always something dire, always. But naturally, the next step for the police was to find Kelsey Turner. But Turner and her roommates, Diana Pena and John Logan Kinnison, were nowhere to be found. When police examined their house, they did find bloodstains, and there were obvious attempts to clean up the home haphazardly. They were terrible. But police tracked their phones to try to find their location.
There was bloodstains, and the fucking house was a wreck.
Oh, yeah.
The door to the bedroom was ripped in half. And half of it was in the garage, and half of it was upstairs.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Just being what fucking ape shit?
Chaos happened in that house, dude. But based on the phone records, all of their phones appeared to be shut off around the same time. Ain't that crazy, Andy?
Oh,
and they all were shut off at the Rio Hotel in Vegas. So although they didn't find the suspects right away, police did find a notebook at the house belonging to Dr. Burchard that helped shed light on his relationship with Turner. Apparently, she was threatening him, accusing him of child pornography. All this stuff came out in this journal that he was keeping, which was totally unfounded and absolutely untrue, Earp said. But if you can imagine a man who has spent his whole life as a child psychologist, how devastating those accusations could be. Just the accusation.
Yeah.
Forget going to court.
Every patient he's ever treated, they'd have to go back and look at everything under a microscope.
Oh my
Everybody has to second guess everything their child ever went through with this man.
It's brutal. And again, guys, no evidence of child pornography was ever found on Dr. Burchard's devices, any of them. But police finally located all three suspects. And when fingerprints in the Mercedes came back as a match for Pena and Kinnison, Pena started talking.
Well, Pena turns herself in.
She does.
That's because they find Kelsey in California. They actually find her, and then they also find,
because Pena turns herself in first.
Yeah, Pena turns herself in because we'll come to find out she is not really the instigator or aggressor in any of this. She is almost. Pena, I kind of feel bad for.
Kind of the wrong place, wrong time kind of situation, right?
She's almost she's very much an unwilling participant in this, and she is then forced into the cleanup situation.
Let me ask you something though. You don't think that these two being Kelsey's roommates weren't benefiting off this scenario as well?
Oh, they very much
their
were.
rent was paid up.
And Pena was kind of being a nanny for her, kind of taking care of her son for her and stuff like that. And I think that was kind of one of the reasons Pena also came clean. She was I thought I was kind of helping out this woman. And because Pena was also this is not a good place for a kid.
No.
And she's the one who turns herself in and gets a pretty good deal in the long run. But when they go and arrest the other two, and she's the only one who gives herself over.
Yeah.
Because they find fucking Jason in the street somewhere.
Yeah.
They actually find him out in the street.
Yeah, Logan,
yeah.
Yeah. But Diana Pena, she told police that Kelsey Turner knew that Dr. Thomas Burchard was coming to Las Vegas to cut her off, and she was extremely unhappy about it. She said he was having a hard time actually doing it. She kind of had control over him. And Dr. Burchard said that Kelsey needed a lot of help. He said that he loved her, but he didn't love that she was abusing drugs and alcohol.
Mm-hmm. And that was all, by the way, in that too, it's like she knew he was going to come. Like she knew he was coming at some point.
Yeah.
She's like, he's kind of made threats that he's going to come check on me.
Right.
But this was a surprise visit.
Yes,
like,
it was.
He shows up and knocks at the door. And this whole time, like, you know, her roommate, John Logan Kinnison, boyfriend, who they've been in a fucking whirlwind relationship for the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So he shows up at the house and like Kelsey's kind of panicking because, you know, John's there, you know, Pena's there, and they have to, like, she's like basically telling her friend, like, don't call him my boyfriend. He's a friend. He's your friend. Like, he's just here. Like, and they're trying to, like, and she has to then, like, kind of go off with, you know, Burchard to kind of put on this facade.
Exactly.
That she's actually doing what he wants.
Yep. And they go on a little ride, too, at some point in time. And while they're all in the car, Kelsey somehow gets Burchard's phone, and she finds text messages between him and her mother that are discussing, you know, basically Kelsey's mental state and whether or not she's capable of taking care of her son anymore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're
seriously discussing it.
Kelsey and Thomas had left the house to go pick up Diana from work, or Dana from work.
That's right.
And they get lost. And so she takes his phone to look at directions.
Yeah.
But then just starts going through his text messages.
Right. That was all just a plot.
Yeah, just
she's not lost. She's in Vegas. She's going to pick up her roommate. She probably picked her up 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. But once she sees these text messages, she starts kicking them and hitting them and screaming. And Pena said that Kelsey was really upset. She said that Dr. Burchard had betrayed her.
Betrayed her.
Oh, man. Yeah. Now, once back at the house, things were still pretty heated, and Burchard went to an upstairs room and locked the door behind him because Kelsey is also making these crazy child porn accusations again and throwing all this out there to her two roommates.
Yeah, she basically she's
trying to incite them.
Yeah, this guy, John's also, like, John, he already has, like, a fucking rap sheet, and, like, he's already an unstable person.
John Logan.
Yeah. And she comes in the house and basically, like, throws this bomb as soon as she runs in, she's like, I looked at his phone and he's got pictures of kids on there and I'm going to fucking, he's a fucking sicko. And, like, just, like, starts this chaos. Mm-hmm. So Thomas literally is like, no. Like, goes upstairs and locks himself in a room. I think he even gives her his phone at one point.
He does, yes.
He's like, yeah, fucking look. Yeah. I don't have anything on there. But,
yeah, he does. He ends up sliding the phone under the door for her, and she's still not convinced. So Kelsey orders her boyfriend and her roommate, Logan Kinnison, to, quote, knock Dr. Burchard out. So Kinnison broke into Burchard's room and ends up beating him with a baseball bat. Pena helped to break up the beating. She jumped between them, and so she said, and stuck up for him. But she quickly realized that Burchard needed to get to a hospital, but she claims that Kinnison and Turner were refusing to take him. And he ends up going down to the garage, getting in the car.
Yeah, kind of by himself.
Yeah, and he's kind of just waiting down there. And when Pena goes to check on him, he tells her, he's like, they're gonna kill me. Mm-hmm. He looks right at her and he's like, they're gonna kill me. They have no intention of saving my life. But eventually, they relented, and she helped them put Dr. Burchard in the car. But when she went back in the house, Pena claimed that she heard Turner once again telling Kinnison to beat Burchard, to silence him.
Mm-hmm. Well, because when she comes back in the house, she's talking to him. She goes back in the house to try and talk to Kelsey and John Logan again.
Yeah.
And when she goes back in the house, Burchard starts screaming. She says that he's in the car and he starts screaming for help.
Yeah.
Trying to hopefully get one of the neighbors' attention. Because, like, he just told her, he's like, they're going to kill me.
Yeah.
So he's like, I got to hopefully get somebody else to help.
And she's terrified too. She just saw what they did to this person.
Yeah. This man that she does not really know.
You have to consider that with Pena too. It's like, yeah, she can make her own decisions, but I mean,
this is a man she doesn't know. This guy that she's only known for a few weeks just has beaten this man almost to death with a baseball bat, as well as Kelsey. They do find Kelsey's DNA on that bat too, that she took some swings as well.
Yeah.
So, like, She comes in there doing this. He starts screaming. And that's when Kelsey basically is like, get out there and like shut him up.
Yep. So Pena comes running down the stairs and she's screaming for them to stop. And when she gets down there, Kelsey tells her that he's dead. Kinnison had a gun that was covered in blood, Pena said. And Kelsey told me that is what he used to beat the doctor's face in.
Mm-hmm. He just comes in like covered in blood at this point. Like he went out there and literally just beat him to death in the backseat of the car.
Dude.
No, that fucking John Logan,
and he took full responsibility for it too. And he talked about, I was hyped up on drugs and stuff. There's a jail interview where he's trying to explain it, and it's just
no. And I'm fully
bullshit,
on the same
dude.
thing. Like I know this man was 100% manipulated by Kelsey.
Yeah.
In this situation.
Yeah. So Pena said that Kinnison then took the car to dispose of it in the desert. She ended up pleading guilty to an accessory to murder, and she was sentenced to 3 years of probation, which I think that's fair.
Yeah,
you know?
she did get accessory, and it's because like she did not come clean. She did not turn herself in before there was a warrant out for her arrest.
Right.
Like if she had come to the police the next day and been like, "This fucking happened. They made me do this."
Right.
Then she wouldn't have probably gotten anything. But the fact that she did kind of go away, but once they put an APB out for her, she was like, "Yeah, we're not getting away from this." Like
exactly.
I got to turn myself in.
There's a quote from her. She says, "If I could go back and change how I handled the situation, I would, but I don't know exactly how I would because I was scared, and being scared is." She says, even though being scared is not really an excuse.
Yeah, you don't know how you would handle that situation.
You really don't.
No.
You got a person that you just saw beat someone to death, and then the other person is completely on their side.
Yeah, hyping them about it.
But in May of 2022, Logan Kinnison pled guilty to murder and was sentenced to 18 to 45 years in prison. I think he gets parole or chance for parole after 18.
Yeah, I think it's like 25 to 45 with a chance of parole at 18 or something like that.
So, and then Turner also ended up taking a plea deal after eventually, pleading. Well, she pled not guilty, and then she took the Alford plea where, you say, I get it, you have tons of evidence and I did it, but I still say I didn't. So, she took that old plea, but it gave her 10 to 25 years in prison. She'll be eligible for parole in March of 2029 at the age of 36.
Yeah, and I do not think that she
does not need to get out.
No.
Here's a quote. I'll end this episode with a quote from Judy Erb. She says, "In the initial court hearings, she's smiling and she's laughing. She's posing for the cameras. Even if she wasn't guilty, somebody that you knew was murdered. That's just evil. That's just evil. I think Kelsey Turner is a danger to society. Honestly, I don't think she should ever get out of prison."
No, I agree. You see some of those first clips of her in the court hearings and stuff, and she's eating up the attention. Like and they talk about how she was like a pageant kid and she kind of grew up in that
right. It's like they kind of blame that. They're like, "Oh, you can take girl out of the pageant, but you can't take the pageant out of the girl." So she just wanted that attention. And
she thought
that's an excuse.
That her whole identity was shaped around, looking pretty and getting praise for being pretty. And it's like, yeah, I think child pageants are terrible. We shouldn't be doing those regardless. But you don't get to blame child pageants on a woman killing a man in her when she's 33.
Right.
Like, that's not a thing.
Nah.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, she's always wanted the attention. She's always wanted to be famous, but she realized she had no skills or a talent to be famous.
Right.
Like she moved out to California thinking she was going to be very pretty and a talent, a gorgeous thing. You're fucking dime a dozen out there, girl.
Yeah, girl, you should have stayed in Arkansas.
Right? Yeah,
right? You're an Arkansas 10.
You're an Arkansas
California
20.
You're like a freaking California 6.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you doing?
Why are you leaving that place? No, I see, like I said, and seeing his interview when he's in prison, like John Logan of saying like you can even see it as somebody who's like seen kind of some of these things by this point. When he's like on the phone or whatever, and he's taking responsibility for everything.
Yeah.
He never really wants to look directly at the camera when he's saying that.
Nope.
It's like, he doesn't fucking believe that.
Nope.
He's trying to impress Kelsey. He's trying to make her like, he's trying to be like, see, I took the blame for you. I took the worst of it. You didn't do it. It was me. And like, I still love you. I'd do anything for you. He's manipulated by her completely.
Is. And I think because of that, maybe, I don't know if he should get out either, man.
No,
because if somebody else could just take advantage of him and push him to that, and that's all the life he knows too. Mm-hmm. It's like he was only 30-something too when he's going in, and he's staying for at least 18 years.
Yeah, this man he's, like I said, very easily manipulated, very easily convinced of things, and already was a loose cannon. And that was the gasoline and fire thing we've seen all the time. Like, these two were already kind of shit people, and then when you got them together, they just fed off each other and just hyped each other up until an explosion happened.
Absolutely.
Happens all the time in this world.
It does.
Yeah, I don't...
But it also mixes a lot and doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like
I said, she was a manipulator. She was very good at it. She had clearly tried to fucking bankrupt this man who obviously had way more money than she ever even knew. But she's trying to manipulate him into giving her everything she can. She's also getting this man to live with her, be her fun party boyfriend. Like she's trying to live the best of both worlds. Like she is just, I don't know. She's a very big of a manipulator, and
never been told no, man.
No, the amount of men who've been manipulated by Kelsey, just God.
It's brutal, man.
It's brutal. It's a stinky world out there.
It's a stinky world. That's why we need some Oh My Gaia to freshen it up. Don't we, Andy?
I think so.
Oh My Gaia is an innovative, all-natural deodorant, fragrance, and beard oil company specializing in paraben and aluminum-free products. And guys, because you're True Crime Guys listeners, I can get you a little discount. If you use the code word Crimepine, CRIMEPINE, no spaces, Crimepine, for 15% off your order at ohmygaia.com. That's OHMYGAIA.com. Guys, there's tons of scents to choose from. If you don't know where to start with that True Crime Pine. Mm-hmm. Good old True Crime Pine. It's a great winter scent as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's really every season.
Yeah, it's wintertime.
Pines are evergreen.
Evergreen, bitch. It's wintertime.
That's right.
Fireside. Get some pine and some fire.
Oof. Fireside's another great one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, another
Absolutely,
great one. Tons of great scents, guys. ohmygaia.com, OHMYGAIA.com. And don't forget to use that code word Crimepine with no spaces. It's right below the description of this episode. Also, below the description of this episode is a link to Patreon. Patreon.com/TrueCrimeGuys, the best way to support the show. We appreciate you guys very much for listening, for following, whatever. Give us a follow on social media. If you have a case suggestion, send it our way. But last week we did a case suggestion from Creep of the Crop patron David S. We appreciate that very much. The old Pizza Bomber.
Pizza Bomber, yeah.
Pizza Bomber. I don't know why we waited so long to cover that.
Right. It's kind of slipped on our radar for a while.
Right, yeah. But guys, we'll be back next week with another True Crime Guys case. Don't forget to check out truecrimeguys.com for all True Crime Guys things, including our vinyl LP. So also check out other music on Spotify, and as well as listen to new episodes. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I guess we'll catch you next week with a new True Crime Guys case, all right? Just keep on creeping.
Bye!